so uncomfortable to hold it back.
I mean,
MOUZ earn a 7th.
You have perfect spacing like that. It comes down to, do you want to dodge the flash, or do you want to take the first fight and get blinded, but risk not seeing anybody at all? And MZ took the first option, avoided the flash, but had no way to peek back up, see 3 guys popping out. It's just a perfect moment here for MOUZ, and it goes to show, like, they've been waiting a little too long for basically the same players in the same positions on the same site.
Wow. See ya.
Oh.
Brolin gonna remind him who's boss as we get MOUZ on the brink of an 8-4 T side within their map pick.
Full control.
I think that one's also gonna kind of free MOUZ up as this game goes on a little bit. You know, you're starting to let MongolZ rack up a couple rounds. You're trying to get complicated with the last 10 seconds of play. What do you do this time? You just storm that bomb site. You take it with ease, and you kind of flex your individual level in this one. It almost felt like as this game gone on, MongolZ had earned a bit of respect, but this last round is MOUZ to just slap him upside the head again. Single Famas tries to make a move into the apartment.
All flash.
Being set up nicely. His forward peek's been found out. That's 2 bodies confirmed by Jimmy. Spinks really wanted to go into that second one, but MZ didn't immediately bail and leave his team out here. Blitz just goes over to confirm players are through that smoke, dropping utility on their feet, giving himself a flash to work with, and now all of a sudden Brolin's given a chance. Slick second headshot.
Amidst the chaos, he always comes out ahead.
Good on MongolZ to create that chaos, but difficult to always kind of hang on to it. You start getting a little wild, even if it's on your own terms. You make a mistake, you give Brolin a sequence like that, he gets his 2 kills, and with it, it is MOUZ who should be able to just walk this one over the line.
Yeah, really appreciate MZ fighting for his space there in halls, because if he had just fallen back, his teammate was surely dead. So that was a selfless move for him, but he just tried to overwhelm from that point on, and that's where it just cost him 2 bodies. Jimmy and Xerxen are low, but if we have Brolin calling the right site here, that damage won't really matter. And MongolZ, in the final round of this half, are starting to evacuate the site they need to protect. 20 seconds walking arch again, but this time it'll work.
Added smoke this time as well, just in case Cobra Zero was able to get away with the same thing. But nope. Played down to the wire. MOUZ looking to get away with it. Final round of the half, so they're gonna make a move, and you're not ready for that smoke crawl from MZ. Not a bad moment, considering he only had the 10 health to work with, but with such little HP on 2 of the 3, Molotov means MZ can't do anything about this, not yet. And Xerxen has played this timing to perfection. If the pit player just slows it down, it's gonna be easy executes. But he gets turned on by Techno, who's still working with that full health, as is Brolin. Bomb in the deep side of the bomb site's held onto here by Jimmy. And Techno, no kits. Even with the kill towards Jimmy, he's just gonna try to run this down, but you've lost this. Another round added to the tally for MOUZ, 8-4 on the T side, putting yet another gap between them and the MongolZ.
This team is good.
Not like first place good.
Not first place good is the thing, and that's obviously the most strugglesome part about, you know, watching them, is you know what they're capable of. You can't really, you know, you watch Vitality and you get similar themes when it comes to MOUZ, you know, barring, I guess, maybe more superstars. Like, they really do have things in order. The tactics are so good. There are some moments where the calling, obviously, could have got them even more rounds here. But it's so impressive how few mistakes they make, essentially. That's going to be their highlight.
Yeah, a couple rounds so far this series that we can call mistakes, right? Losing to the Pistols. It's only happened in the favor of MOUZ. One back on Mirage, another one here sprinkled into the Z side. And they're just able to storm it down. You guys ready for that grand finals? Yeah, huh?
Bit of an appetizer here.
Just a light snack.
So let's see about that MongolZ pistol round. win percentage.
Yum, 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 yum. Hey!
Fortunately, it's the T side that doesn't do them any favors.
Woo!
Third worst T side pistol coming into this matchup.
Well, you got a 5v1. So, you know, I'm really seeing a bomb plan in their future. And it's not going to be the heroic retake on mid, it's standard rotations. Xerxin blocks right in time. It's just early enough they aren't going to run through it.
Switches over to the Berettas. Here comes that pop. They go for the CT cross, and Spinks finds one through the smoke, but it's over oranges that Techno collects. He'll dive into new box. Fast rotation, though, coming through from MOUZ. 9-10 versus Torsi on the lurks. 9-10, yeah, just pulls the trigger. Knows better than to try to milk that one for more. So to hell with your stats, Pimp. MongolZ got a little fight in them on this T side. Just got to put it in, and Jimmy not able to trade it immediately. Helps out with the team kill, but it's majority alive for the MongolZ. Little fight left in them here on Inferno.
That totally keeps the game alive. Any hope of making a comeback, as you mentioned, struggling on T side. And that's the thing that happens on Dust 2 as well. That's the big thing they've got to get sorted out. Sometimes overly simplistic, and they've really changed their style a lot. I mean, sometimes they do a lot more set, full-on execs. When this team started out, we drew comparisons early on to Astralis with the way that the MongolZ played. And everyone was kind of like, you know, hesitant to try to say something like that, such a grand comparison to make, but they really did try to play a European style of Counter-Strike right from the jump. The first Asian team to really do that. But they've almost strayed away from that a little bit, gone for something a bit more scrappy and pack-based. Maybe the idea is to highlight the aim and individual level on this team.
Felt like that was something they kind of earned as their success was slowly built up. Counter-Strike really is a game of finding out what works best for you. And the MongolZ never doubt it. Frag for Brolin gives him food for thought. As MOUZ remain adamant about this A lane, 4 strong in position. More utility to be picked up by Xerxin. We'll see if that deters the MongolZ commitment. It feels to me like Blitz is ready to full commit.
Smokes a massive gap.
Yikes.
Okay.
Contacts up. Throws the flash out. That's going to surprise him that they're already this close, but you give them a smoke with a gap.
Well, they can bleed.
And you're going to give them the V-bomb site.
Oh,
okay.
What a shot. Just a message. Keeping that score down on Cobra. Just for the stats, so that he ends off on a good note. I want him to have a, you know, decent game, no matter how this goes.
Yeah, we're going to kind of slowly start to forget about that quarterfinals performance. For all the other games, he just gets slammed out of the server. Jordy held on to, MongolZ walk away. 2-round gap.
That's what pistols will do. About the same strength for MOUZ coming into this round. Only a single loss.
No map 3! MOUZ wins this map.
Just with the nature of Mirage and then how flat that first half was, you start to just kind of forget about the confidence you may have started the day with for MongolZ, but
let's go.
Pistol conversion. An advantage in this one as well. We're looking at a 1-round game if all goes well, but again, you make a couple of mistakes and MOUZ are right back in this. We'll see at what point MOUZ decide to just get brave with the little that they are fighting with in this one. Scout for Torsi, looks down middle, doesn't see anything, has to fall back, but he'll go back in for a second look. And he finds damage. That's CobraZera tagged dangerously low.
Very dangerous, you know, even not getting a kill on Inferno, but getting damage like that, especially look at the HEs still on the map. Yeah, there's gonna be more chip damage coming in, and this actually really swings the odds a bit more back into the favor of MOUZ, you know, despite the guns. Guns aren't everything on this map. It really is, are you picking the right stacks and do you have the utility?
MOUZ.
Oh, it's another tag. I mean, if they just go A, though, they're good.
There's no support nearby. You've cleared it out. It's there for the taking. MongolZ still a bit hesitant, though. MOUZ very far removed. They'll make that decision now to try to flank this fast. Still the MongolZ somewhat delayed. Worried that one of these corners is going to be occupied. cobraZera starting to think about going back for the mid look.
Man, really going slow at this. You can see the respect, you know, coming across the board for the MongolZ. They almost can't believe they found an open site.
Zinho's going to die, yeah. He kind of throws caution to the wind.
There's two players who are tagged, but I mean, MOUZ don't even want to try this at all.
Really?
Like, this just fortifies their economy, I guess, in a round where they don't believe they can win.
Damage on Blitz and Cobra. Could have even put a dent in the MongolZ cash flow, but all right, keep your Kevlar, hang on to your 5.7s, your dinky SMGs, or maybe just come at this and try to find the exit kills. I think that's where their pressure is going to be instead. You don't believe in winning the round, but you do still believe in punishing the MongolZ for exiting into your spawn, and this is very well put together by MOUZ.
All guns are going to want to use next round. Low HP.
Yeah, here it goes. Cost-effective move by MOUZ. And they will clear all but cobraZera. Safely tucked into Banana, still took 5 damage. Ooh, my God.
Oh, I mean, that bomb big. Two guns coming out of that, and all those players down is kind of huge progress. Chad? Is that you? cobraZera? Oh, cobraZera saved that wheel. Still money left over. No op coming in for the MongolZ. It is officially a one-round game. But this is where you got to sit up straight. This is where MOUZ CT side begins.
Kicks it off with a well-placed grenade on Techno. Caught jumping up as well onto Car.
They trusted that molly.
Utility dropped in front, Sershin still hanging on. He's going to be burned out of this corner. Yeah, can't find refuge.
That's nice.
Damn, Brolin stomping on his head.
Yeah,
we go back to the 4v4.
It'll force Binks to come and support for a little bit. Now, there's a window now where MongolZ can go and take the A site before anyone else starts to come over, but it's a small window. We see it closing.
MOUZ adding Spinks to the defense. They'll walk through to no contest. And still with ample amounts of time. Missed opportunity by Torzi. Jimmy's Galil under pressure by the util. Spinks also yet to cut anybody off of this commitment. The MongolZ hit the pause button momentarily. Torzi given a second chance, won't whip that one, and then on the corner collects another. But his teammates go down with nothing. Torzi starting to miss again, and they break through.
Okay.
That bomb site had defenders on it. We've got ourselves a tied second map.
Ooh, when they ran past Torzi and had 2 deaths, you'd think we're watching that from a winner's perspective. But 2 extra op shots that looked like they needed to be hit. Every one of his teammates went down without a kill. Very nice stuff here for the MongolZ.
Giving MOUZ something to process.
Now, they did have a very successful last round. They kept 2 up, kept the economy afloat a little bit here for MOUZ, so hits are already coming into this round.
It's crazy. If you just see that round for those 2 shots, you're thinking, damn, Torzi's on it. But then you see it with the 2 whiffs that kicked it all off, and you know just how close he could have been to winning that round on his own. Gotta hit them all. Blitz with no hesitation to take over Banana.
Oh, what a shot. Through the wall in the head.
9-10 punishes. Just
that was
flips
that.
it.
No way.
Very quick move into the bracket side as well. Torzi saw that shoulder spot, player down beneath him, Jimmy. He's gonna be found out by Techno.
Nice Techno.
And no room for Torzi to come back in for the trade immediately. He's gonna try to climb up. Oh, but he catches the perfect angle. Torzi trying to make up for lost ground in the previous round. Player is down beneath him, directly under. Matt's gonna catch him off. Torzi gets killed by Techno.
Oh!
They slide through that. So far, this is a flawless T-side coming together for the Mongols.
MZinho not getting his molly out. It felt like that was giving up too much to Torzi, who could sit inside of the apartments, but he doesn't get another kill after that. This one also rests on a knife edge, but it's going to be the Mongols to come out ahead once again. Haven't lost so far this half. Off the tack pause as well. We saw Cyclone getting involved. And I'm liking how much utility damage is coming out. The opening kill out of 9-10. These are win cons. These are the kinds of rounds, again, you're expecting MOUZ to have a greater chance of being able to pull off. They play Inferno all the time. They are the team that look forward to low buys. That's kind of scary for Cobra, man.
At least he knows the smoke put it out.
Oh, it's very scary for Cobra now.
Feels like he cannot afford to take another step into brackets. If they could only find Sershin, surely the Mongols would bank back on that confident B play they have.
They might have to blindly go into B or just blindly go into a site. They haven't won brackets over. Molly got extinguished. CTs are still here. And MOUZ are still throwing nades down B, man. This is going to be an unnerving moment for the Mongols.
Trying to size it up. Fire at the feet of Torzi, forces him back. You unravel one side of this. Now MZinho's dead. Cobra is still low. And Sershin with that MP9 is going to just press it up against the smoke grenade. 30 seconds as the Mongols have collected themselves and are going to go into this execute. MOUZ are trying to scramble back over. Sershin still just trying to rack up some damage, and he'll even take the frag. Desert Eagle goes down on the push through. Low HP for 2 of the 3. Bomb carrier cut down. We were saying how mistakes weren't being made, but this round could be the first. 9-10's coverage from the top of Orange, denied. And the bomb plant with hands busy. MOUZ tie this game up immediately. 6 rounds into the CT side, they'll find their first.
That's a steal you've got to be ready for. You know, it's so well played from Xerxes. He finds a way to jump back when they're blowing the smoke open and then comes out and spams them on their exact entry route against that wall.
Counter-terrorists win.
Just was missing one molly on the arch side. Not able to win over bracket control like they wanted to at first. That could have been the slowdown. Transposition up into the boost, Sershin. More impact.
I heard that one.
It's just a living cartoon.
Confidence in Mongols was just starting to grow here.
MZinho Simpson.
Surely one round doesn't take all the wind out of their sails. Surely this one round won't stop what has been otherwise pretty confident moves from the Mongols.
Cyclone looks down at his notes like he's playing chess.
When you're up against Blitz, you are.
Thank you, Yoda.
Playing chess we are.
Another fast pop again, right? A little electricity here for the Mongols, but Spinks is gonna find his. You've got Cobra on the rebuttal. Nice second kill from Spinks, covered off by Jimmy. Here's the wrap from Blitz, though. Finds the opening they need because the bomb site was holding strong and just the right utility placed at the right time, too. extra confidence for the Mongols to just sink into this post plant.
I do see so much utility here for MOUZ. This does mean that Mongols might have to play active to make sure that it becomes a 2v1, and yeah, that'll be maybe enough.
I should put MOUZ on ice.
No free frag off the nade.
Any late push through, MOUZ gonna just try to catch them off guard. Yeah, Molotovs hit the bomb site. They're coming through on this. They flush through the player backside. They play down to the wire. Oh, 9-10 keeps it clean. Making sure that this Mongols plant isn't in vain. Still a single CT round for MOUZ.
Still so much money here for MOUZ, but yeah, one gun round overall. And the only gun they've won is an eco. T-side comeback on Inferno, just when you think they're out.
Unexpected.
Of all things to happen.
Mongols just don't stop impressing. Scary too, because in previous maps this week, we've seen the Mongols kind of have great starts and then lose the ability to kind of close. Let their opponents back into games.
And again, we're watching it from the POV of the guy who's getting all the kills. It looks like it's such a good hold, but everyone else dies around him. Blitz, I think that's his. He's fighting from the bottom of the board here, but it's key moments, T-side moments.
Giving over control of middle. Or is he waiting for this? Utility over top. Oh, wild blinds. And those free shots that he's missed that's allowed Mongols to get closer in the past, not this round. You're gonna have to fight through this 4 versus 5 advantage. No arch wrap either. This is a deeper position from MOUZ. They know damn well that you do not have control of this side of the bomb site.
It's such a full commitment right now. They want to take this.
Torsi goes passive off of the man advantage.
That's ridiculous.
Beautiful move by Spinks. Confirms, of course, this inkling that MOUZ already had.
It kind of shows off how many players they had to work with. They could just have him push through. It's going to have Mongols thinking, but it feels like at best they can just watch the flank.
This would be the first Mongols breakout moment. They could fight back into the bomb site. It'd be impressive, but in 35 seconds, they know they've also got options. So now they will take over Arch.
You just got to decide at this point. You just have to decide. You could go B if you wanted to.
Moto Smoke's beyond the halfway point. It's about to come up, and Cobra Zero is going to find a duel.
Xerxin, this one goes too late. He's just going to go quad. No, this is crazy. So much time is going to get bled off the clock. Cobra could stop him from rotating over.
Roland doesn't know. He's going to walk right into it. Cut off by Cobra Zero. What a slick timing he's been able to find.
Xerxin, 1 kill and he wins.
It's an easy kill on 1. That bomb carrier, oh, here he goes. Swept under the rug. Xerxin back in with a second. Plays the cover to perfection and plays the clock down to the limits. Mongols almost finding a way back into that round, but we're going to go back and forth round wins 4 times, and MOUZ tie back up at 10.
Yeah, it's a close call, but at the end of the day, I mean, Mongols were scrambling to get anything done at that point. They knew they got called out when Spinks made that push, and they got worried about taking the A site. They were right in that worry, but they, you know, I mean, they had a hope that basically no one was at B with the amount of time left over.
MOUZ is Germany.
And I'm not surprised they were more focused on like a quad peak than Coffins, because if Xerxin went quad and just sat there, he would have instantly had the round as well.
Let's go.
Now Torsi freed up to go for the mid angle. We've said how few mistakes have kind of been in this game.
A lot of time trouble for both sides, we'll say that.
Sure. This would have to be the first time Mongols break down the door with these sorts of a buy. MOUZ may have, in the final hours of Inferno, found just enough space to close out 2-0. Maybe.
Wow, that is an impressive smoke grenade right there. Down to the steps. They know they have all of this cleared.
Plants it.
Oh, he's just got so much confidence.
Xerxin reading the positioning well. Cobra Zera neutralized.
He doesn't use that smoke that early.
How could the Mongols possibly break back into this round? Still healthy amounts of utility for an execute.
If anything, it's, Xerxion's been playing pretty perfect over on B, but the A-site players have made mistakes a lot of times.
Yep, a couple of missed op shots have opened doors in the past. Jimmy drops util in the face of the Mongols' rumblings. Nice double nade. It's a perfect way to open things up. You drop one of the guns. Torji loses vision. Spinks on his own now. And he's gonna drop down into the pit, lines it up for the 5-7, cues up Torji to come through with damage. But 9-10's Deagle's gonna go hunting here, right in between the two smokes. Back body spammed away by Brolin. And now Xerxion's gonna try to run down the bomb. Torji's got the cover, 9-10 fresh mag. He should never get away with anything here. And as they climb over top, they'll deal with him. Torji's pistol leaves a mark on the Mongols as MOUZ will be back in the lead.
Yeah, a miracle that he could even reload. But here we are after that great streak of rounds. A very solid start to a T-side comeback. And MOUZ have won 3 out of the last 4. You don't often see that smoke. No way that Xerxion played with it. But just goes to show, like, they're very fallible on the A side. Like, even with enough players and everything, everyone in good spots, they're coming up low on trades.
Hands forced by the Mongols as well. It's not going to be a pretty finish economically. They'll be beating themselves up. Slightly better CT side, and there's a world where they could have pushed this in an unexpected fashion on Inferno. And Nuke has done them well. But we may never get there unless they can upset with this buy right here, right now. 2 rounds of loss bonus, bottomed out bank accounts. There's even less in the next round for the Mongols. MOUZ gonna flex this gun advantage, establish the 4 versus 3. Still have 2 players strong on the banana hold.
It's Cobra from downtown with a Tech-9 headshot. But they're not running from this at all.
They're not afraid of this.
They know exactly where they could stand.
MOUZ can absolutely sense the close coming. And Blitz is gonna potentially try to flash Zinio through. No, just wants to go quiet for the moment.
I mean, Xerxion's play has just been so perfect. It's like, all the utilities landing in the right spots, but he knows exactly what he can get away with. When to push, when to peek, when to stand behind a smoke.
Smoke onto the cross, but Xerxion has stood this test in the past, and now he's gonna lock into Nubox. We'll see if they anticipate him over towards Coffins again. Given a flash to peek off of. Down to 20 seconds, waiting for the climb over top. Still, just these Tech-9s. Now an M4 picked up for the bomb planter. Big swing from Coffins, great blitz trade.
Okay.
And for the moment, these 2 MOUZ players remain disjointed. 8 bullets in the magazine here for Blitz. Trying to fall back into cover, trying to give himself a chance for the reload, and he'll get away with that. This has been a recovery game for Blitz from the bottom of the scoreboard, looking to cut them down to size, but leave it to Torzi. Fan favorite to come through with the 12th round. MOUZ will secure it. 2 map and match points.
He's loving it. He's loving it because he's winning. Here they are, 1 away from closing. Another close call. This half has been a lot of very tight rounds, but let's get a pulse. Don't worry, brother. Grand finals coming up soon.
4 of these CT rounds for MOUZ, 3 of them by way of defuse. You'd be a fool to write off the Mongols now, though. They've shown us fight, they've shown us evolution, they've shown us improvement so far throughout this event. And just when we thought we were about to write them off, they gave us a show in the second half of Inferno. And you know what? I'm wrong. It's actually, with that bomb plant, much better off for the Mongols. They've got rifles to play with in this one.
And their loss bonuses started to really creep up.
Give themselves a better chance. Potentially one for the road.
Poor Techno, he's got to run through all this perfectly placed HEs. Might be in a spot they don't expect. He's looking to get real squirrely here from this position.
He's been
He's got a Mac 10 in hand. He wants to swing. Oh, they're going to drop this on his head. No.
Goes beyond. Techno remains tucked in, getting away with this position.
He gives it away. He's come to clear this out. It's going back to the A site. See if the CTs care about that. Or he's still here with the op on lane, on Arch.
He lands that clean shot on Blitz, who was just looking for the fast, wide swing. Torzi gonna try to stick onto the angle for a second, spinks into the corner. This could wind up being pressure on the balcony player instead. Jimmy hanging on, and again, strugglesome game for Jimfat. 6 kills to his name, Torzi's got his second. And now with the space, Bomb is still able to move in. There's a bit of an answer back here for the Mongols, fighting tooth and nail for this, as Enzinho is whittled down to 9 HP, and MOUZ will queue themselves up for a retake.
Yeah, it's a must-win post plan here for the Mongols. This one's for the game.
OVERTAKE sits inside of it, on top of that bomb, and slowly but surely MOUZ are going to wrap around this bomb site. They clear out Boiler first. They know that now Mongols have to be stacked up either inside of the site or over towards the pit. It's not a comfortable hold. It's not been a comfortable game, but by God, we know the Mongols fight for it. Sershin catches one, jumping players in the bomb site, hold strong, but they just can't do it. Onto the bomb goes Brolin. Final seconds. Is there more? It's a robbery for MOUZ. 13-10 finish. They return to Cluj-Napoca not as the champions back-to-back, but they will still stand on the podium. Losing out on a chance to hoist the trophy, losing out the fan favorites, and yet still showing us that MOUZ will remain a constant threat. On this stage, they find a bit of success, and it's at the expense of the Mongols.
You must respect their ability. They show it every single game. The tactics, and they even covered some of their losses here. Where there was time trouble, there were trades. Torzi at the top of the board, Spinks at the top of the board, this entire event. MOUZ really are the final test for these teams that are also looking for trophies. Unfortunately, they find themselves in another third, fourth place decider, but at least they don't lose that.
That's the point, right? Marked improvement, not gonna let that Krakow repeat come through. Cluj slightly better in that regard. And of course, if anybody does get cheered for when it comes to MOUZ, it's young Jimmy.
MOUZ find themselves claiming the victory here, 2-0 in the third place decider. Jimmy, a lot of teams have problems on Mirage against the Mongols, but for you guys, it looks pretty comfortable, man. What's the difference?
I mean, I think we just came to the game like really confident, and we just trusted our game plan, and we knew that we are also good on Mirage, so we just went with what we had and we trusted it.
But then going into Inferno, did you guys start to worry at any point there? You know, they were battling back.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't say so. But for me, to be honest, I couldn't kill anyone on Inferno. But I'm happy that my teammates had my back and they got me all the time. So it felt good regardless.
It did feel good, I'm sure, getting that win, getting a victory in a third place decider as well. And just give me, for you, your overall thoughts on MOUZ's performance here at Cluj-Napoca this turn around.
I mean, I think we still wanted to go for the final, and we fell short versus Prohibition. I think the game could have went in our way as well, but it did not. So I think going to the next tournament now, we of course want to look for better results. We want to go to the final, you know, because this one is not satisfying enough, especially for us. So yeah, that's what we will do.
Now I know you're always grinding, I know you're always working hard, but Vitality on this other side of this, they don't have any experience against Paravision. You faced them twice. Do you think Paravision could maybe pull something off here, mate?
I think still it will be Vitality's game, to be honest. I think they're just so strong as a team right now, and like for sure like the best team in the world. So I would say Vitality will going to win, but yeah, let's see. I hope it will be an interesting game.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you very much for your thoughts, Jimmy. Cluj, you love this guy. Come on, give it up for Jimmy and MOUZ.
Look at that, for the romance.